All right, folks, I apologize about the dropped feed. I had inadvertently forgotten to delete a bunch of videos from the last 3 tournaments, and we hit a max capacity on the storage, so I do apologize, my fault. So all you missed was just basically warm-up pitches. We're now in the bottom of the 4th, so we will have a clip 2. I will merge these later today so that there is the full game clip up for everybody. I do apologize for the inconvenience.
At the end of the game, kind of ending a little bit. There's a button there, so it's at the end of the game.
Going out with the push that I think you just every time you push forward. And then
Breaking ball hooks in. And gets the walk. So once again, I do apologize for the dropped feed. We had a memory issue with our card on the camera. I had forgotten to just delete all the remaining games and clips from the previous 3 weeks tournaments. As a result, it temporarily shut it off for that reason, and I do apologize for losing the feed. We will merge the clips later today so that you have a full clip up. In the meantime, we now have clip 1 and clip 2. And flies out to center field. Deep shot out to left, keeps going all the way to the wall. And it's going to be an RBI stand-up double for the Bison, and they take their first lead of the game. 5-4. Final score to report, Fort Cobb Broxton defeats Bingeroni 16-2. So they are able to score 2 runs in the bottom of the 3rd, however, not enough to stave off a run rule. So Fort Cobb Broxton will play again today. They'll get to wait 1 game. So over at Hydro Eakley. Ball's going to be live because the way it was touched. Back-to-back RBI doubles, and it's 6-4 now. Leedey He was partially out of bounds. However, when he touched it, he was still in bounds and looked to be just kind of a routine catch right along the chalk line, and instead misses it. So your next game up at Hydro Eakley High School, approximately 12 o'clock, will be Verdon versus Canute. The winner of that game will now meet Fort Cobb Broxton at approximately 2 p.m. And then it'll be Hydro Eakley versus Navajo at 4, with the winner meeting Dale at approximately 6 p.m. The next game upcoming here at Weatherford Eagle Field will be Arapahoe Butler versus Lokiba Sickles. That game is scheduled to start at 12 o'clock noon. What a game of momentum shifts. 4 straight runs for Sentinel. Looked like they really had Leedey over the barrel in the top of the second, forced a pitching change, loaded the bases up, and then only got 1 run on a combination collapse of the left fielder and shortstop running into each other. And then 2 pop-up flies into the rally. And ever since, it's been all Leedey, 6 straight unanswered runs. Runner goes. Ooh, calls him safe. That was very, very close. Just about got him on the feet, the way they were kind of cupped in reverse there. That was kind of an awkward play. He does get the fly out, so no run scores. We'll head to the top of the 5th inning. It is now Leedey 6, Sentinel 4. You're watching PNTV. Just a reminder, there are 2-hour time limits on the games prior to the championship game or best of 2 matchup.
Heading out the door at 9:15 to get here. She said, hey, I need you to go to the event center. Yes, sir.
Kind of a recap for the game over at Hydro Eakley. Eli Willits, the MVP of that game, drove in. All right, the final score for Fort Cobb Broxton and Binger, 16-2 Mustangs. 5 RBIs driven in by Eli Willits. So a huge day for the Mustangs. They'll wait 1 game and then play either Canute or Verdon at approximately 2 o'clock.
Kids are new baseball players over here. Came up with this to get it all on.
No, once.
Willits, in large part, the grand slam obviously puts 4 runs on the board. So So a huge game for Fort Cobb Broxton if they want to potentially repeat here as Labor Day champions. Got some competition this year. I think Canute is certainly a team to keep an eye on. Amber Pocasset is another. Arapahoe Butler, I think, could be maybe the team that might possibly be there with Fort Cobb at the end. But we shall see, as the old saying goes. Strikeout. Snags it over in left field, just out of camera view. Nice read and good catch. Canute-Verdon game coming up. Canute actually the last team that defeated Leedey. Victorious 7-5 on Monday. Canute looking to get back to state playoff run that they enjoyed under head coach J.W. Gillette. Coach Blackburn been there now multiple seasons. Only losses on the year coming against Okarche 7-3 and Fort Cobb Broxton 4-3. No shame in that. Okarche arguably number 2 or number 3 team in Class A's rankings. And Fort Cobb Broxton right now number 2 in Class B behind Calumet.
Mid-70s, low 70s. I did read that too, so.
Bring him up. Leedey maintains all the momentum in the game. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Just a reminder, we did have a feed drop. That was my fault. I did not purge all the existing memory from the previous 3 weeks of tournaments we've done. As a result, it shut off due to loss of memory on the card. I do apologize. So we'll have clip 1 noted, clip 2 present, and then later today I'll do my best to merge those up before the next game starts. Otherwise it'll be a little bit later today. But as soon as we can get the merger of the clips, then you'll have a full game to be able to watch. Anticipating possible rain tomorrow. The 5 years that we've done the tournament, it's rained every single year, so it just seems to kind of attract it. Reception much better here at Weatherford. However, we will be at Hydro as well. Fouls it off. College football got underway last weekend. Majority of the team starting to see action this week. Should be fun for the following 16 to 22 weeks for bowls included. And the strikeout. Fouls it off. And same exact thing. And for the strike. Back-to-back Ks. And the swing and a miss.
They're up around the corner.
No. I kind of doubt it.
And a nice single for the Bison out to left field, puts the runner on.
Because all the kids that they had were freshmen, so they played on the juniors. They had all freshmen junior high teams. So I think nothing changed. All it has is the same skill. It's now sophomore.
He is safe at second. It was close, but he is in. And he's in safe at third. So once again, Bison threatening to score. What a huge turn of events. It was 4-0 Sentinel top of the second. Bison forced to make a pitching change. Gave up one run. And then since then, it has been all Leedey. 6 consecutive runs and possibly a 7th here in the bottom of the 5th. Two-one is the pitch count. We've got part of the scoreboard back working. It's got the tally and the scores, just not the pitch counts. Hook fouls goes right. Possible opportunity for the next game to have that part added. Someone's going to have, I think, to go out to the scoreboard and walk up in behind and maybe reset a button. Not sure how that's going to go down. Short of a massive jumping trampoline. Runners on the corners again for Leedey, first and third. Just a reminder, we will be dropping our watch list for the inaugural Fall Player of the Year awards. Gets the 4-3 ground out, so Leedey unable to score. They strand another runner. We'll head to the top of the 6th inning. It'll be the Bulldogs coming up to bat. You're watching BNTV.
Scoreboard people will be here at 12:30.
Their people have contacted our people about some people coming out to do the scoreboard update. So getting back to the thought there, we'll be doing a pitcher and player of the year for fall baseball. It gives the smaller classes a better chance to compete with all of the schools in the spring. Not to say that fall players will not be considered in the spring, they will. We kind of do the exact opposite. We put heavy emphasis on fast pitch softball instead of slow pitch for our award winners for pitcher and player of the year. So it just felt like it was a good thing to do, especially with the creation of the new 2A class in fall. It definitely gives us a better opportunity to recognize key players from multiple teams and schools. So winner will get a customized engraved gold and zinc belt. And the top of the 6th officially underway. Just falls for the single in front of the center fielder. Base runner on now for the Bulldogs. Throws down the sack bunt. 1-3 on the fielder's choice tag. And safe at second. pause in action for the head coach to speak with the batter. We should be getting pretty close to the time limit on the game. Though all of the games are slotted for 2-hour increments, I figure that's a pipe dream to stay on target and ring him up. Field's absolutely in pristine condition. They have really done their work. Heard the Weatherford coach talking about how he had mowed it multiple times this week. Leedey skipper back out on the mound to meet with his pitcher, head coach Brandon Golston. We do have a pitcher warming up. The best way to word this is in the parking lot. I don't know if he's planning to make a change here now, but he does have somebody throwing some pitch and catch for the Bison. Runner advances to second. Just off the mark. Puts him on first and second. So I think the aforementioned pitching change is coming up now with 2 base runners on. If rules are strictly followed, second entrance upon the mound in the same inning automatically means pitching change. Four consecutive runs scored for Sentinel on the top of the second. And then since then, it has been all Leedey. Looks like our new pitcher is coming to the mound, and the swap, it will be now 10 pitch counts. And they will resume at the bottom of the 6th. Getting pretty close to the time limit being met. Leedey does not have to bat if they get stops here, and this rally should go more than about 15 minutes, give or take. Technically, I think it would hit around 11 or 12 minutes. I don't know that we got started right on the dot at 10 a.m. It was pretty close to it.
I've been to so many games. Well, since he started playing, when he was 4 years old,
Since I heard it 24 miles an hour.
All right, Canute and Verdon has started, so they're ahead of us, top of the first. We'll keep you updated as that game progresses.
that was probably close. It doesn't reset fast enough.
Is that 2 years ago? As an 8th grader who pitched for that school? 3 games? The only game that mattered.
But again,
He was a little bit. But it was a deal where they had a tournament coming up right before state. And the game that mattered in the games for 8 years.
huh? I mean, we could just build it, you know, if we found a guy. What?
You know, John's shoulders.
I haven't played barely reach. You can do that? That's fun.
Over to the second baseman, 4-3 on the ground out. All right, so that all but assures that we are going to have a final in 6 innings of play. We will meet the deadline for the 2-hour maximum while Leedey as apt to bat or at the plate. So they will not really need to do much other than just extend this inning and not get immediately 3 outs.
So here, as a second coach, you know when there's 5 minutes left, why would you throw out a pitcher that doesn't like to watch your third baseman? Why add pitching to this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That Wasp wasn't do that.
And the strikeout. So kind of alluding to what we mentioned there, that could be a possible way to extend this game would be 3 immediate outs. Sentinel will have to absolutely pull a rabbit out of the hat if they're wanting to extend this game. And flies out to left field, 2 down. Wow, this is getting crazy. If I'm the coach, I'm telling him, take pitch, extend.
3 minutes. It's going to turn into a 4-minute half inning.
I covered a game where we were literally 5 minutes away from run rule territory. Team extended the run 45 minutes that inning. The other team responds back, ties it up, ends up going 65 more minutes. So literally a game within a game after we were 5 minutes away from wrapping it up. Wow, in for another strike. Now somebody got the memo to Sentinel because this pitcher's come out and he has gone right at him. Outside corner is going to go ball again. And walks in. So that's basically what Leedey needed right there.
We can't be more than 5 minutes out now.
I thought it was long. I'm going to see if is it the first pitch or is it take the field?
Fires over to first. Gets him on the ground out.
That was a 4-minute half inning.
All right, well, they're at least coming out to bat. So they may grandfather this one in with 1 minute to spare. If I'm Coach G, I'm telling him max time. He shows him the phone. It sure looks like the Sentinel's going to get one final at-bat here in the 7th inning, folks.
Think about like Thomas, they picked up 4 with baseball.
And we're officially underway. And strikeout, 1 down. Just goes foul on the hook swing. And this one's going to be an infield pop-up fly, second base, 2 down.
That last inning started 11:57. You'll be behind it. Or you'll be in front of it.
Chops it over. Third base fires, gets him on the ground out, and that'll do it, folks. Final score. It is Leedey 6, Sentinel 4. Your next game will be the Low-Key Sickles Panthers versus the Arapahoe Butler Indians. We will pause to get the feed merged back due to dropping, and then also highlights will be coming up here shortly. PNTV coverage, day 1 action of the 2024 Labor Day tournament here at Weatherford Eagle Field. This is exactly how it gets off by an hour and a half or 2 hours at the end of the day.
10, 15 minutes here and there.
Yep, just incrementally. Arapahoe is a new team coming up. There's 3 of the fall ball schools, Okarche, Calumet, and Arapahoe Butler, that are super young, but they've got just enough leadership from experience now in the playoffs and a couple of seniors that they're all going to be really good for the next 3-4 years.
We were talking about the transfer deal. Whether it hurts or going to help them. Small schools especially.
I think it's going to hurt small schools more than it's going to help them. And I'll tell you the reason why. Because the larger schools that have a junior high program and junior varsity and have openings, that's going to be very, very tempting.
Enticing.
Yes. And for that reason alone, I think that's going to be something that they're really going to kind of wish they hadn't done. Of course, they put themselves in a corner trying to move the privates up 2 classes. That's what bit them in the butt. So this is nothing more than to kind of save face with the public schools that are still pissed about it. And personally, they should have just left it the way, if you invite them and they join and they're members, there's nothing you can do after that, because there's an equal protection clause that pretty much makes it illegal to discriminate. And that's what's bit them in the butt. I saw the exact opposite happen to Binger when Legend and Cody, the 2 good players they had that won the titles for them, Randy Smith left and then Milligan left, stayed another year but quit coaching. And so they had them go out to Roth, Silo, and Fort Cobb Broxton. Otherwise, they'd have been loaded for a dynasty. Because, I mean, they would have had the Willett brothers, they would have had the Wilson kid, they would have had Proctor. I mean, they would have had multiple kids that would have just been freaking unbelievable. But it's not like it used to be.
Well, we were talking, there's 4 kids that moved out of Weatherford and went to Thomas.
Yeah. It's no longer the little going to the big. Sometimes it's the bigs that are, I mean, it's becoming very predictable. Like Silo, in 10 years, Silo will be the 4 or 5A school and Durant will be the 2A or 3A. Yeah. Because they are absolutely just carving out the student count. They have got 4 brand new buildings